Yeah, it has hexproof, not protection. Surprising, isn't it? Froggy myth. Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. Today we are going to be playing Escape Titans. This is going to be a Explorer best of one list with average converted mana cost 2.4, 14 creatures, 21 non-creatures, and 25 lands. Now, it's a Jund based list that utilizes the sacrifice mechanic and the escape mechanic. And by escape, I mean we're going to be playing 1 Ox of Agonis, 2 Polochronos Unchained, and 2 Croxa Titan of Death's Hunger. Before we get into the list, I would like to say that this used to be one of my most favorite lists ever. Not this exact one, but I had a version of it that was Jund also, that had Sacrifice as well, and that had Croxa and Polochronos together. Croxa is one of my all-time most favorite cards, and I still remember the first mythic I've ever gotten was with a Rakdos Sacrifice list that had Croxa in it. And I think with that deck I went like on a 60 game win streak until I lost my first game, and I got mythic pretty easily with that deck. So with that being said, let's get right into the list. I'm very excited about this one, and let's break it down here. So sacrifice, right? We've got Woe Strider. Woe Strider here makes a goat as soon as it enters the battlefield, and it says sacrifice another creature at any time and to scry one, and then it has escape as well. And the escape is basically you pay 5 mana when this creature is on the battle in the graveyard, and then you have to exile, right? In the case of Woe Strider here you have to exile 4 other cards from the graveyard to pay 5 mana to get this back from the graveyard onto the battlefield. In Crox's case here, you have to pay 2 black and 2 red and exile 5 other cards from the graveyard to get it back. Polochronos requires 6 cards to be exiled from the graveyard, and you pay 6 mana to get this back from the graveyard. The thing about this card is that it's insane, right? It's a crazy card against creatures. This is a creature stomper, right? It enters the battlefield with 6 +1/+1 counters on it, so it enters the battlefield as a 6/6. But when it escapes, when you buy it back from the graveyard, it enters the battlefield with 12 +1/+1 counters on it, which is absolutely crazy. And also it has a fight effect. You pay 3 mana, 1 generic, 1 black, and 1 green. Polochronos fights another target creature. So this creature is crazy, right? It's not really a Titan or a Giant or an Elder or anything like that, but it, I consider it to be, since it's an insane escape creature here. Ox of Agonis here requires you to pay 2 red mana, exile 8 other cards from your graveyard, and then you get it back with a +1/+1 counter on it from the graveyard. But whenever it enters the battlefield, you discard your entire hand, then you draw 3 cards. Usually when you play this card, you'd want to play it when you almost have no cards in hand, or you have almost like dead or irrelevant cards in hand, so you can discard them and draw 3. We're also playing Korvold here, since it's a heavy sacrifice deck here. We can pretty much do a lot with Korvold here. Korvold, as soon as it enters or attacks, you have to sacrifice another permanent. It can be a land, treasure, enchantment, artifact, creature, planeswalker, whatever it is. Any permanent, you need to sacrifice a permanent when this creature enters the battlefield or attacks. And then you put a +1 counter on Korvold, and it draws a card. So since we have a lot of ways to steal our opponent's creatures, we can steal our opponent's creatures and sacrifice them for the Korvold or the Woe Strider here, or the Deadly Dispute, or the Village Rites here. We've got plenty going on here. So yeah, we have 1 Dread Fugue here as an extender. I don't have 4 of Thoughtseize. I only have the 1 copy here. I'm more of a Explorer budget player. So Thoughtseize, 1 Thoughtseize here, 1 Dread Fugue. It's also pretty good. And since it's best of 1, I'm not going to play the rest. I opted to play Dread Fugue because it's better in my opinion. 2 Fatal Push here. Fatal Push is so good, and we have so many ways to actually get Revolt here. And whenever you basically another permanent you control left the battlefield this turn, whether it's a Fabled Passage that you sacrificed, or whether it's another creature, whether it's a goat off of the Wolf Strider, you can activate Revolt and then destroy a creature that has 4 mana or less. Fatal Push, in my opinion, is a multi-purpose card. So if you're trying to invest into Explorer or Historic, this is a card to craft, because this card can go in every black deck that you play, and you'll get a pass to play this card. This card is so good. It's an instant that kills any creature of 2 mana or less, and if you have a way to have something leave the battlefield that you controlled, you can kill a 4 mana or less creature for basically 1 mana. So that's insane. This is a multi-purpose card that I would advise each and everyone to basically craft if you're trying to enter into, you know, Explorer or Historic. Thoughtseize as well is the same thing. Yes, it's a rare, so if you have rares and you want to invest in them, Thoughtseize is a multi-purpose card as well. So we get 1 Village Right as an extender for Deadly Dispute here, so that we have 5 card draw cards that also sacrifice creatures. For Claim the Firstborn. Claim the Firstborn here steals a creature that has 3 mana or less. Until the end of turn, you get to untap that creature. It gains haste, so you can steal your opponent's creature, attack with it, and then sacrifice it. And it all has to be done during your turn, because at the end of the turn, you give them their creature back. So that's the idea. You steal a creature, you sacrifice it with the Wolf Strider, you sacrifice it with Corvold, you sacrifice it with your card draw. So you can steal a 3 mana creature for 1 mana only, and then you sacrifice it for 1 mana to draw cards, which is pretty good. For Deadly Disputes, it sacrifices treasures, it sacrifices stolen creatures or creatures of your own, like a Mire Triton or a Kroxa. Kroxa, when it enters the battlefield, it dies, so that you can escape it later on. So what you do is you go on full control. Right before you hit resolve on Kroxa's effects, you sacrifice it for the Deadly Dispute or the Village Rites, and this way you can draw cards, make a treasure, and also get to resolve Kroxa's effect. 2 Infernal Grasp, because it's in the Explorer Best of 1 ladder. You're going to face so many aggro lists, so many. I think like 90% of the decks that are being played right now are aggro lists, including Mono Red, which is a crazy deck right now. Humans, Mono Green, you're going to face a lot of aggro. So this list is kind of like an anti-creature, anti-aggro list. And then you get 4 Mire Tritons here. Mire Triton is a very, very, very good blocker and very good synergy card with our deck here. It fills up our graveyard, it mills 2, and you gain 2 life, and it has Death Touch, so it has a lot, right? It's a very good card against Mono Red if they don't have removal for it. Also a very good card against Mono Green as well, because they don't want to attack into it. And it fills up our graveyard, so you can escape your creatures from the graveyard, right? That's the idea behind Mire Triton. We have 1 copy of Anger of the Gods, because a lot of decks are going to out aggro us or get a wider board than you. So what you want to do is basically, and since you have big creatures like Polochronos and Kroxa, Anger of the Gods can be pretty good. It also exiles, so that's something to watch out for. It's very good against humans, so I admire the card for now. 1 Riveteer's Charm, since it's a Junt list, to exile your opponent's graveyard, to actually, you know, deal with big creatures or planeswalkers that you can't deal with a Fatal Push or anything else. 3 A Crone War. A Crone War is amazing here. It can act as a mini board wipe. Well, not really mini. If your opponent has a lot of creatures, chapter 1, you steal one of their creatures. Chapter 2 says until your next turn, creatures your opponents control attack each combat if able. And the only reason for that is that so that your opponent taps all their creatures. And then chapter 3, each tapped creature deals damage to itself equal to its power, so they end up killing all their creatures, and they're forced to attack, which means they're forced to tap their creatures, which means on chapter 3 all of their creatures die, of course, if they didn't have vigilance or anything like that. For example, it needs to be tapped. We already talked about Polochronos here. It's an anti-creature card that's amazing, and also a big winner here as well. 1 Unleash the Inferno to deal with artifacts and enchantments here, and also to deal with planeswalkers that can get kind of out of hand for us. We talked about the Ox and we talked about Corvold here. And within the mana base, we're running a pretty straightforward Rakdos dominated colors with a lot of green as well. We're also running the Triome here, the John Triome or the Pathways. I'm trying my best to fix the mana as much as possible because I'm a budget player, so that's what I came up with and it's been working out great for me. Fabled Passage is obviously very good synergy with Corvold, since when you sacrifice the Fabled Passage, Corvold gains value. When you sacrifice the Fabled Passage, Fatal Push is unlocked because it leaves the battlefield, so you can kill a creature with 4 mana or less for only 1 mana, which is pretty good. And within the sideboard here, there is no sideboard, but I just wanted to showcase the cards that I had previously in this deck that I wanted to cut. I had 1 Bloodtide Harvester and 1 Ob here. I had 1 Assassin's Trophy, which is a pretty good card, but I just don't have room for it at the moment. You can honestly run this card, cut a grass, run an Assassin's Trophy. It pretty much does the same thing, but a little better, but it also helps them ramp, which you have to keep that in mind. And I had 1 Graveyard Trespasser, which I cut for a Riveteer's Charm because the Charm is a little more flexible than the Trespasser, right? You can use it to draw, you can use it to kill a Planeswalker or a very big creature, while the Trespasser only is for graveyard hate. Although Trespasser is a little better than the Charm when it comes to playing against control, which you don't see a lot of in the best of 1 ladder. So yeah, I just wanted to showcase these cards just in case you see them in the video. I made some adjustments and this is the list that I'm sticking with. I love the list at the moment. It's been doing pretty good for me. So yeah, Escaping Titans anti-aggro list for the best of 1 Explorer ladder. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay. If you do, make sure you like the video. It'll help me out greatly. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. We're going to be covering a lot of Explorer content and also a lot of Standard content as well. I'm not giving up on Standard. We're just trying to have some variety because Standard at the moment is at a stalemate. But that never worries me because I'm always going to have fresh content when it comes to Standard. So yeah, with that being said, enjoy the video and I'll see you guys later with another video. Okay, bye. All right. Well, we've got Sacrifice. We've got a Sack Outlet as well. Yeah. We've got 2 Sack Outlets, 2 Stealing cards. Let's see though. It's relatively slow though for the first like 3 turns. Yeah. Seems like we're playing against mono red. Oh, yikes. Yeah, that's terrible for us. Okay. Mono red. Another Kumano, sure. Okay. Yeah, we've got nothing so far. Polychronos should be a very good blocker here, but I think we're gonna go with the Woe Strider. And then hopefully next turn we can steal some stuff. Or the turn after we can steal some stuff, I meant. Very slow start for us against a mono red deck. But they've had a not that best of a start here for them as well. So they've got burn damage, huh? Yikes. Okay. Hopefully we can do something here. Steal a creature of theirs next turn and Ob. Yeah. Okay. Gets exiled, which is pretty terrible for us. Oof, just a ton of burn, huh? Okay. So do we get Polychronos down? No. Let's see if they want to block this. That's pretty good.
After 1,000 years. Fine.
Yeah, they can deal damage here.
New conquest.
But we need to gain that
Sow
life.
some chaos.
Sure.
Not worth the
At least I'll take one with me here. I think we're gonna start to equalize here pretty well. We're gonna block that because this gets exiled and we don't get value off of the devil here.
Look off your face.
Polychronos should be a headache for them here. Okay. Okay. We're gonna want to cycle this. That's just too many lands for us here. We're gonna need to fight something here as well. No attacks. Okay. Fatal push. Play with fire. Okay, that's pretty good. Harvester, huh? Let's start attacking here with the Polychronos. We can finish them next turn. Chandra. Okay.
Let's do this.
Okay. This is going to be kind of difficult here, depending on what they want to do.
This'll be easy.
They can't play that, so they deal damage, right? Oh, that's game. Give me that. Nice. GG's. Nice. That went well. That was perfect. It's very ideal for us to play against the creature deck. Very ideal. This hand is pretty good. Not gonna lie. It's pretty good. I am gonna keep this. Let's see what we're playing against here. Seems like it's mono red, right? Oh, what a draw, right? What a draw. Nice. That way we can activate the Fable Passage for the Revolt on the Fatal Push here, so that we can kill anything with 4 mana or less. Unless we just kill something right now, right? Yeah. Okay. Deadly Dispute. Deadly Dispute and Claim the Firstborn is going to be so good on turn 3, right? Yeah. Play this on black. Play the Mire Triton. Should be a decent blocker if they don't have removal. Has Death Touch, so they're not going to want to attack into it. Yeah, but it seems like they're going to have removal. I wouldn't doubt it. Voltaic Brawler. Okay. Okay, that's an aggro creature, which is pretty good, right? They get energy, yeah. They get energy, they use up that energy and, to basically boost it up. Okay. Okay. I would like to take the Bone Crusher Giant here. Yeah. I'm just gonna pass. Let's take something better than just a Burning Tree Emissary. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Let's get another red source down here. Yeah, we do take some damage, but who cares? It's pretty good. We've got plenty of lands here. Our curve is just... We only have 2 creatures on for 5 mana and that's it. So we don't need that many lands. Also, we have 2 lands in hand to escape Apollo Chronos if we wanted to. Is that it? Let's play the Apollo Chronos here. Get it down. It's a pretty good blocker here. 6/6. Pretty good. Okay, so are you gonna try to drain us here? That's not gonna happen. They can't get past it. I love that creature, man. Creature decks suffer against it. The thing is, next turn, what we do is we attack, right? They take the block. Since it's a 6/6, it has the ability to fight another creature. We can wipe their board with just this one creature. It goes to the graveyard, sure, because it dies. But then we have 9 cards in the graveyard. So the turn after, we can just escape it and get a 12/12 back. That's insane. No creature deck can get over this creature here. None. GG's. Okay. Not the best hand of all time, but I guess we have Anger of the Gods here. I mean, let's try it. We need a sack outlet as well. If we're playing against control, we're going to struggle. Okay, Thoughtseize. Of course. Okay. I don't want to play the Crocs on too. Doesn't even matter. That's fine. We discarded our other red source for the Anger of the Gods here. Oh, that's bad. That's pretty bad. We need a sack outlet. What is going on today, bro? Okay. Of course. We needed a red source here really badly. We're at 5 cards. Yikes. So damage after damage after damage. Man, you gotta be kidding me, bro. You gotta be kidding me. That's a joke. That's a joke. You get Croxa. Okay, we get Crocs as well. Kill their Crocs here. Let's see. Okay, you're not gonna kill me like that. Got a nice blocker here. The Myra Triton. I have to take the block on the Croxa here. Which is pretty good. Okay, they're one spell away. Yeah, that's not enough though. You need one more card in the graveyard for the Croxa. I think we got it. I think we did pretty well despite the fact of all the discard that they had. The life gain from the Myra Triton was definitely good. Hey, you can't go for the den anymore. Okay. So what happens here? They get Croxa back. We're down to... We're gonna have to attack next turn. But they have to block this turn, so we kill both of their creatures? Okay. Nice. Okay, so they get Croxa back. We lose 3 life. Man, it's down to the wire, isn't it? Yeah, they get their Bone Crusher Giant back. And that's game. Nice. Nice. GG's. Alright. This hand is terrible, right? Oh man. Okay, just got a lot better actually. We just need a green source here. So they're playing big mono white, I think, with Ugin, which is not good for us. Okay, they're gonna wait, I think. I think they're gonna wait. Yeah, they're gonna wait. They're gonna cast that and then get the Skyclave relic down. Fatal push is nothing here. But we get Corvold down. That puts them kind of behind. Alright. Strata attack like that. We get Corvold down next turn. Corvold should be pretty good. Corvold is going to put a lot of pressure on them. A lot of pressure. Okay. Which is pretty nice for us. They're still relatively... well, I mean, they're getting closer to an Ugin here. But yeah, they're not going to invest, of course. Yeah. Let's see. That's fine. That's okay. Nice. Okay, we've got Crocs as well, but they still have too many cards in hand. Now they're gonna play that Shram's Expertise. They need to deal with the Corvold though. We definitely shouldn't have played the Beseju like that. They have to attack here. So they got a lot of ways to fetch planes, which is interesting. Let's see what they decide to do here. They can play the Expertise, put the relic down, and now they're just so close to a... Okay. That's fine. What if they have another one? What if they have another Iganjo? We lose drastically here. Nice. Nice. Okay. That's pretty good. Oh, what if they have a board wipe? That would suck. So I guess we just play the Wolf Strider here. Yeah, in case they have a board wipe. They're dead next turn anyway if they don't do anything about it. Should have played the Wolf Strider before we attacked with the Corvold here, but maybe they have a Wandering Emperor to exile the Corvold. Oh, that would be terrible. but I would just sacrifice it. That's why I played the Wolf Strider. In case of anything, we just sacrifice the Corvold. They won't gain life off of the Emperor. Yeah, they're definitely really slow here. Really slow. They haven't played this yet. They haven't gotten this down yet. Yeah, that's game. They're too far behind. Too far behind. And I think they did have an Emperor, and we were going to sacrifice the Corvold anyway. Nice. Okay. That's a hand, I guess. Yeah. So we've got Mire Triton or Crocs on turn 2. Let's see though, there's a ton of aggro on the best of one ladder here. Just a ton of mono red, humans, mono green, yeah. Okay, we have to get rid of that. They have Vivian, just sort of a problem for us. But at least this way we kill their hand. Now they also have to discard something, that's pretty good. Discarded Blizzard Brawl, nice. Troll is terrible for us. Let's see what happens though. Maybe they have another Blizzard Brawl here. Yeah, they're getting closer to the Vivian here. That's pretty good. We have Crocs on next turn. We don't have Crocs on next turn. How come? 2 black. Wait, what? Oh. Damn. Yeah, we don't have enough cards. I think I'm gonna play Corvold next turn, to be honest. Yeah, they used up their removal here. It's okay. Garrick's Harbinger. We can't sacrifice our creatures here. We need to block. Garrick's Harbinger is a good one against us. Yeah, that's fine. We can chomp. I mean... that's only getting our Corvold bigger here. This is a swamp, technically. Sure. Let's get a land. Yeah, they're in a tough spot here. Really tough spot. Corvold is only going to get bigger and bigger here. I'm going to bring Croxa down next turn as well, I believe. It's the best play. We need big creatures on the battlefield. Also, if they discard a Vivian, that's pretty good for us. Discarded a Troll, sure. Okay. Let's not attack just yet. Yeah. Vivian is going to make a reach creature.
This is my paradise.
Expected.
I'd like you to meet my friend, Stompy.
It's expected. Palakranos. Protection from black, or hexproof from black. Okay. Hexproof from black. Let's take the draw here. Nice. That's pretty good. What do we kill here?
Don't worry. I hold
Okay.
grudges.
We're just flooding here with lands, but great henge. Yikes. Okay. No attacks again. That's fine. Can just kill them with Corvold in 2 hits here. Another Wolf Strider, sure. Let's kill the Great Henge here as well. Just destroying them at the moment. Two hits. I'll take that. Why not? Let's start attacking with Crocs as well. Since we have a lot of cards in the graveyard, we can just buy it back if it dies. Yeah. Yeah, it has hexproof, not protection. Surprising, isn't it? Froggy myth. Yikes. That's fine. Exile only one creature. Mire Triton, and that's game. Nice. That went well. That went really, really well here.